Skinny Bets took the MMA community by storm when he announced on his Twitter that the greatest of all time, bullshit, Jon Jones was going to be returning to UFC 282 December 10th, presumably against Stipe Miocic because Francis Ngannou still is not going to fight. That would make it officially the main event for UFC 282, supplanting Glover Teixeira versus Jiri Prochazka. Now, there's a lot of different things. First, keep in mind my whole rant about 13 years with no heavyweight fights, that still remains in play. I don't know if he's going to fight at the end of the year. You also have to put in another interim title shot, which Francis Ngannou was already pissed about that the first time whenever you made it do it. So this is only going to affect the negotiations with Francis Ngannou later on. Not to mention that this might not even happen. So why are we playing all of these little games just to find out later that Jon Jones was never going to actually play around? I just don't understand why we're doing this when so many other things can get affected. First, if he wins this interim title shot, that's one thing. But if he loses against Stipe Miocic, then we don't get the monster fight with Francis Ngannou. So why not wait? If I'm Jon Jones, which I'm not because I'm a level-headed human being that does not beat his wife, I am waiting for the money fight against Francis Ngannou in March. You wanted time? You wanted 2 years to bulk up? A little bit more time. Why go out there and possibly risk it against Stipe Miocic when the big money fight is the Francis Ngannou fight? Not to mention that this is going to piss off Francis Ngannou. If I'm Glover Teixeira versus Jiri Prochazka, it's going to piss me off because this is an interim title shot. Jon Jones be damned. I just don't. There's just a lot of things to dislike and nothing really to like in this situation besides having Jon Jones back before the end of the year. It's rushing it at best. At worst, it's short-sighted and not well thought out. There's still a little bit of time, but this has to get announced soon. It should have been announced by this weekend at UFC 280 because why not? This is going to have the most eyeballs on it, the most everything. Announce it on this weekend. But if we don't get an announcement soon, it's 6 weeks up in a little bit. So, yeah, I don't know. But if this doesn't happen, then odds are that it's going to be Jon Jones versus Francis Ngannou in March for UFC 285. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Skinny Bits, it's all on you, bro.
Call me
I know what he calls you.
Call me a fatherless bastard, dude.